Okay, hey, yo, how's it going? It's me, Milo. That's me, I'm here. My pronouns are they, them. And I'm ready for some BC Kid. So, last time we played the arcade game, Bonk's Adventure, Special Arcade Version, also known as BC Kid, Special Arcade Version, also known as Kyūkyoko. PC Genjin, Special Arcade Version. But we realized partway through that stream that there's multiple endings based on which boss you do last. So today, I'm going to try and see the remaining 4 endings that we didn't get to last time. So a bit of a recap first. This was the default ending that you get for fighting Mecha Drool last. That's sort of the natural progression if you go from first to last. Thanks to Bonks, the Earth's crisis has ended, at least it seemed to until, and this was captured on the US version. They adjust the wording based on which version you're playing, of course. My preview is so small. Even hardheads had better be kept within bounds, which is a really awkward way of saying that, but their heads were too hard and they destroyed the Earth. Oh no. This is the other ending I found during the stream, which was when you fight the tree last. Finally, thanks to BC Kids, the smiling faces who had been turned into animals were able to return to normal. The smiling face kingdom was saved. Very strange. Thus, peace was finally restored to the Smiling Face Kingdom, and everyone celebrated. The BC Kids, too, celebrated at such a joyous time by trading vows of endless love together. And yes, sorry, I'll read those comments in a second. And the final one, Gibbon pointed out to me during the stream that someone had captured these screenshots from another video that hadn't been linked. So this is the best I can do. Bonk Jr., after having been brainwashed by the evil King Droll III, ran to his parents with his eyes full of tears. And yes, they consistently misspelled drool as droll. And again, this one's from the US version. The family, showing tears of joy, lived happily ever after. And that's what happens when you beat Cyborg Zombie Baby Bonk last. So yes, hello Captain, Gibbon and Cameron. Cameron is staying with Gibbon, that's awesome. Good for you too. They're going to go to some convention or other that I don't remember the name of. Captain asks if this emulator supports savestates. Yes. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And that's going to save me some time. So I've made sure to set the dip switches the way I want. So 1 coin gives me 9 extra plays, 9 lives within a continue, level 0 easiness, the maximum amount of extra lives gained from score increase, and was set to European region, because that's my region that I grew up with the game in, or at least the Super Nintendo version. For some reason, the way I've set it up, the attract mode doesn't seem to play. That might be in the dip switches. Demo sounds are on. Turn tickets off, even though I don't think they're enabled in the European version at all. Maybe it's because free play's on that it doesn't show the attract mode. Well, it's not really important. So just to make sure, we're resetting again. I'll make sure I'm capturing that window. Sometimes it freaks out. Oh yeah, I wasn't showing that. Lol, I'm a doof. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so I was just showing that I set the modes on the dip switches and stuff to the easiest possible ones to make this easy on myself. And let's get started. Okay. One more thing I want to show before properly starting is, I don't know if I showed this last time, but there's a little like hurry up mechanic where if you idle in place for too long, you suddenly get spears raining down on you. And also, the two characters have unique idle animations when they stand still, which is fun. I don't know if I ever stood still long enough for them to show. I probably did, but let's highlight it, because that's really cute. And so they start throwing spears at you from the top of the screen to make sure that you keep moving. You can't just stand still in an arcade. Alright. How do I get out of this scenario now? Let me test this, because if I'm playing this girl Bonk and I walk out, oh, the screen locks. That's the worst kind of simultaneous co-op. Oh well. I'll have to reset the machine then. Yep, okay. Yep, still capturing, all good. Spears, yeah. Spears, alright, so we're playing as Girl Bonk. And I'm gonna have to go through the game again. I'll go through it in reverse order, so I play the hardest stages first. And that way, later on, I'll be able to replay the easier stages when going for the boss runs. So this is gonna be a real chill stream. Not much... Hopefully not too much challenge. Oh no! We're just gonna have some fun, breeze through the game, and then get to see all those endings that we haven't seen yet. Because there's some pretty interesting and weird lore in there. Completely unheard of stuff. Like, the very existence of the Smiling Face Kingdom at all is a complete creation of this game by Kaneko. Oh, I should have looked up what other things Kaneko had done. Let me quickly, like, search for them on Movie Games. Yeah. This is my favorite stage, I think, for the background and stuff. Really reminds me of the interior levels of Rayman 4, aka Rayman Raving Rabbids GBA. I've got so many notes on Tumblr in the last few days for a time that I posted a scan of the Disney Adventures Rayman comic. They had a gamer's special edition of Disney Adventures in 2000. And I didn't even scan it, I just found the scans online and I posted them because I was doing a series of like Tumblr articles about all the Rayman stuff. Come to think of it, I hope I credited the person who scanned them, or maybe that information is lost to time. But anyway, I've gotten a ton of notes on there. People liking and reblogging that post about the Disney Adventures comic in the last few days, probably because people are excited about the new Rayman DLC of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, I would expect. Oh hey, Volgloss is here. How's it going? Good to see you. Volgloss was very helpful to me when I was playing through La Mulana 1 and 2 recently. I would consider him an expert on those games. Oh wow. I didn't know I could cheese by climbing over the top of the stage boundaries. So Volgloss said, the Bacteria Valley sounds like some places I've looked for geocaches. Yeah, Volgloss is also a great geocache searcher and creator. If you ever want to play La Mulana, Captain, Volgloss will be there to help you out. Alright, so we've seen 1, 2, 3, so we'll just do those ones first. And then I can save state and then play the rest of them. Because it's which one you do last that's important. And that's what gets you the new ending. But yeah, you point out a good thing there, Volgloss, which is the names of the stages are fun, and I often sort of overlook them because when the stage starts, they're just written in the middle of the screen among all the other stuff that's there. So I should try and look out for those if I remember. Wait, what the heck was that? There was a BC kid with a beard riding on a cloud. Just out of nowhere. I've never seen that before. There's so much weird stuff in this game. Like, a few times last stream we also found the Blues Brothers hidden... Wait, did I already lose all my lives? Whoops. Oh well. The boss fights are always a bit of a slog. But yeah, even with all those easy features turned on. It's because I wasted so many lives in the levels just because I'm not really trying right now. Just taking it easy, which is fine. I had a really bad health day yesterday. I was incredibly sick, so I'm not really feeling too good today. Which is part of why I wanted to do this this game that I'd already set up all the stream stuff for. Doing all the spin-offs like I had planned will be a bit more involved, but we will be getting to that probably next week. And speaking of that, Gibbon, she linked me a really cool, like, I don't know what to call it, a zine, an ebook, like an overview of the whole series written by a Japanese guy. It's in Japanese. And yeah, it's really cool. Lots of screenshots, write-ups of every game, and a lot of extra cameo stuff. I didn't end up gaining any new cameo games to feature in a stream from that, because I don't think I'll be able to feature the PlayStation Home stuff, but I can at least show the book on the stream, the screenshots that are there. It's pretty silly stuff. Yeah, the bearded guy on the cloud. Fusion says it's got to be a Journey to the West reference, and I tend to agree. Captain says he loves the on fire sprite. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Very well animated for something so traumatic. This is another of my favorite stages. I love all the nods to real Japanese archaeology going on here. We visited a Jomon site and museum in near Aomori one time, and it was really cool. I think it was near Aomori. Maybe Sendai? No, I think it was up north, so it must have been near Aomori. Anyway. Boss says, comfort gaming is always a fine idea when feeling less than well. Yeah, although I spent most of yesterday playing Dead Cells and kind of having a terrible time because I'm not that good at the game yet. And, oops, I mashed through and ended up in the first stage. Oh well, we'll play the first stage. We've seen it so many times already. It's probably fine. It's not super critical which stages I play and don't play in this phase. Oh, the big meat, the big meat! I'd love to show you Terminator form. Here we are as a killer robot. And you can see, I've seen like sprite sheets of this game, and there's some like hurt sprites of the robot that really show that it is a robot. I thought it might have just been like a shiny skeleton or something. Not that that makes any sense, but you can see wires popping out of it in certain animations. Captain says, I'm also not very good at Dead Cells, but it is very good. Yeah, I like it a fair bit. I wasn't really getting on with its progression system until I realized that you could invest, like, for some reason I just did not understand that you could partially invest in things during a run and you didn't have to like save up all your cells and then lose them. Because if you have enough cells to unlock something, you know, it'll go through and then it'll unlock, right? But any partial cells you put towards unlocking something will remain there between runs, which I did not realize. And I felt foolish, but then, yeah, it's been a bit better since then. Also, I lost all my progress because there was a weird thing with the account. I wasn't logged in, and then all stuff I'd done up to that point was lost when the game closed. And I'm playing it through Apple Arcade on my Apple TV. It has a persistent and really annoying like sound glitch where after a while of playing, the music and the jingles will have this like distortion on them that makes them completely unlistenable. They like cut out every half second or something and then come back, and it's awful. So I have to turn all the music off, which sucks because one of the main reasons I'm playing it is because they have a new Castlevania DLC, and I love Castlevania. It's got great music, and it has a lot of the DLC has a lot of nice remixes of Castlevania music. And I can't listen to it. But I'm kind of finding out that it lasts for a while being okay before it starts corrupting itself. So if I restart the game at that point, the music will be fine for a while, I think. So I'm experimenting with that. Anyway. Yeah, so I only lost a couple of hours of progress, which I guess isn't too bad in the scheme of things if you're going to play the game for a long time. But it was pretty annoying at the start. Okay. So we're going to do 3 more levels, we're going to fight the tree, and that's when I'm going to make the all-important save state. Oh, the electrified sprite, that's not bad either. Antlions. So many antlions in Japanese games. I don't know where that started. Yeah, so it's not the ideal way to play it, but on the other hand, I didn't have to pay extra for the game and all its DLC on another platform. Because it's included in my Apple subscription. And like, I don't think I'm enjoying it enough that I would pay all that much if I wanted to switch to another platform. You know, I was thinking of doing the Castlevania stuff and then kind of stopping with the game at that point. Although, having said that, I did just unlock the full health potion upgrade, so I'll probably have a better time with it, being able to heal myself more, I think. It's one of those roguelikes where like a run can last quite a while. Oh, here we've got the unique power-up that only appears on this one stage, where you turn into like a Mardi Gras type costume. And that's it. That's all you get use out of it, and that's the end of the stage. It's sort of an invincibility thing. It's very strange. Alright. Yeah, so there's some good phone games on there as well, Captain. But basically everything on there, almost everything, has been configured so that it can be played on a phone touchscreen or with a controller, and everything in between, like an iPad touchscreen and stuff. Maybe even with the stupid Apple TV remote, I don't know. I don't know if that's a requirement or not. So it's got all kinds of games on the system, including just like main release cool indie games like Sayonara Wild Hearts. That's the first way I played that, and then I fell in love with that. Alright, tree time. And then we'll do 3 stages and then I'll make a save state. Oh, I've only got one life. This is not going to go well. So Captain says that, yeah, the reason why he hasn't played it much recently is because the runs take so long. Yeah. At least I can suspend it easily in Apple TV. And I think if you, even if you quit a run and quit the game, it'll still save like the last thing you did, the last entrance you went in during a run. So you can interrupt a run and still play, but I definitely know how it is. When you're on a run, you want to continue that run. It's only natural. Okay, as long as I continue to bully this guy and the flies, I think... Nope, the bomb. The bomb got me. Never mind. That's fine. Okay. And there's so much on Apple Arcade, but I found out recently that some things have actually been removed. So some of the early games that were added to the service are gone now, which was pretty unfortunate. That's why I started a bit of a crusade to play all the games on there that I'm interested in case they ever get taken off. Because it's not really like other like Game Pass or anything like that where stuff comes in and gets cycled out on a regular basis. I feel like it's more of an irregular thing that these games were removed from it, but I'm not really sure. It's not part of the advertised features of the service, you know. Wow, this is going much better. It's easier when you have the full head of smilers. Smiling faces. There we go, it was a mech all along. Fusion says, past Paradox Executor looks real weird, but it turns out it was Future Executor because it was a robot. Oh yeah, and you can put your head inside your clothes. I don't know what that's for. Oh, I didn't show the interaction mechanisms. I'll try and do that maybe later. Actually, maybe after I make the save state, but it does require quitting. Yeah, so on one of the attract modes, you might have seen during the last stream that one of the BC kids can bonk the other one on the head, and that causes them to do like a little special attack. With Girl Bonk, she like shoots out her lips in a kiss attack, similar to the Kiss Bonk form from, you know, PC Genjin 2 and 3. Sort of, but more of the lips themselves having a large hitbox. Whereas if Girl Bonk hits Boy Bonk on the head, then he spits fire out, and then he has a little angry face. So he can channel the fire-breathing Bonk powers at any time in that way. Captain says he loves Beehive levels. You should play Donkey Kong Country too. There's some great Beehive levels in that. Here we have the controversial Tar level, where we wondered if this was playing into Tar Baby tropes. It's really just a kind of purplish palette applied to the character. So I don't think it is, but it is something that you kind of need to be aware of with certain Japanese games. Oh, wow. Ooh. Kevin's thinking of playing through all the Donkey Kong Country games. Good luck. That sounds great. I should do that again. I have definitely played all of them now, including all the bootlegs. And I recommend trying out at least things like Donkey Kong Country 4 on the NES. And you have to experience Super Donkey Kong 99, of course. But I've got a big playlist of videos where I played through all of those. Check them out. It's a bit of self-promotion there. But yeah, you can't have a proper understanding of Donkey Kong unless you played all the Famicom kind of rip-off things that were made by bootleggers, of course. It's the only way to truly get a full appreciation of the whole series. Okay, in these little downtime moments, I'm like navigating to an article about Kaneko. The last game they released was in 2002. They developed games for Taito as of 1982. Alright, so save state time. That's where it is. Check that it works. Yep, all good. Oh, that's not good. Hold on a sec. Okay, good. Whew. There was a thing where by pressing the accept button on my controller, it was also accepting the level select inside the game. Why don't we get a game over and get full lives up? Make a save state with full lives. Just to make this boss fight easier, because I'll be coming back to this save state a lot of times and then having to do all the bosses from this point. Okay. Save state. Wait, why can't I move? What? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. Okay, I'll just have to let him die during this boss fight, but he has to enter it first. Interesting. Fusion is pointing out that on the Tar Baby conversation, there's also sunflowers, so in her opinion there's no question that the level has minstrel acts in its DNA, even if it's not one-to-one intentional or hateful. I'm not aware of the sunflower thing, but yeah, if you say so, then that's certainly an unfortunate association, for sure. Oh, Bonk, can't you just die? I guess he's hanging around for a bit. I'll try and get him to lose life in a second. Captain says, awesome, I'm also a little interested in how multiplayer works in the DKC series. Yeah, for the first 3 games, it's got, like, basically pass and play mechanics. It didn't have simultaneous co-op until Returns and Tropical Freeze. Alright, so that's done. Now we keep going. I have to get this guy to die. Oh, but I can show you this. Oh. Not when we're underwater. I can't show you. Well, this is annoying. I guess I picked the wrong level. Alright, let's go. 1P, 2C, right? 1 player, 2 controllers. Yeah, so basically there's 2 Kongs on screen as long as you have them, and you can have it so that a player controls each of the Kongs within one sort of instance of the game, or you can have it so that when you lose a life in general, then you pass it on, sort of like how, I don't know, Mario 3 worked like that. Alright, we're back on land now. Let's try and show that little interaction mechanic. So there is collision between the two players. So I can headbutt and then he'll get angry, and he can likewise do the same to me with some button, that one. And then the angry face. But if you do this, then he has a little fire breath attack. And similarly, the Blues Brothers are here. I don't know why, but they're here. There, the kissy face. And that's how it goes. Now let's leave before we run out of time. Wait, how did I get extra time? Whatever. Apparently minstrel acts often included blackface characters also putting on sunflower leaves around the face as part of the act, says Fusion Warrior. Wow. Well, that sucks. Can't say I've seen too many blackface acts. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, we still need to get Bonk to die. Oh no. Starting a level by climbing a wall. It's going to be pretty hard to do with this two-player mode. Alright. I see that he kept his health in between saves there. No, I'm not making extra save states because... Or would that save time? Yeah, I guess it would, right? I'm trying to... Yeah, I'm trying to metagame this now. Yeah, I guess it would save time. Alright, so I'll make a separate save state. We'll get to the next boss thing. Come on, Bonk. Get your act together. And stand under this blade. Ah. Alright, that's another life down. No. He's one life up on me. Don't like how this is going. Oh, actually, would I be able to save myself during a boss fight if I had another player on screen and I lost all my lives? Is that how it works? I'm not sure. But I can find out by dying right now. Yes, I can come right back. Well, I don't know if it's worth having to manually move both characters myself, but I might... because even if I sub them in the boss fight... oops. Alright, we're fine. Yeah, if I sub them in the boss fight, then they'll still have 9 lives. And they'll annoy me in the rest of the stages. Yeah, that's smart. Save state. Game theory there, Captain. Okay. So after the next level, I'll make another save state, and I can make as many as I want, I think. Oops. Fusion says, I've seen none in terms of blackface acts, but have the uncensored Tom and Jerry cartoons as narrated by Whoopi Goldberg, and they are very informative for that. Interesting. Whoopi's great, national treasure. Spoilers, but it's too bad she wasn't, for whatever reason, in Star Trek Picard Series 3, although she was in Series 2. But they kind of refer to her in Series 3, she's like, oh, she's just off screen. I don't know why that happened. Okay, so I can save this as like 2, yeah, and then load that when I need to. So just doing reverse order for now. Sorry, I'm trying to think through the logic of this, and I'm feeling a bit slow today. Okay, let's see. There they are again. The Blues Brothers are back. Don't know why. I've got to be careful. I don't want to actually die in this boss fight. But I do have a get out of game over free card by activating player 1 if I need to. Wait. Yeah, you can ride the balloons up. So Captain's idea was not to make another save state until after I've gotten one ending. Get an ending, load the save state, beat the boss you just saw the ending for, create new save state. Would that work? I don't think it would, because it's the one that you beat last that's the important one. So you wouldn't be able to make a save state until you had only one boss left. So it would be valuable to do a save state when there's 2 bosses left. And when there's 3 and when there's 4. That way you don't have to play the full complement of stages each time. Does that make sense? No! And then the enemies eat your power-ups. I like that as a mechanic. Oops, never mind. Yeah, I can have as many save states as I need. It's just that it's no use making one when there's only one boss left to fight. Whoops. Never mind. Okay. Kaneko published a number of games both under its brand and other companies, such as Airbuster, Nexzer, Shogun Warriors, DJ Boy, Gotsen, and the Gal's Panic series. I don't know any of those. I might have heard of DJ Boy. I think it's a beat 'em up. Oh, they were responsible for Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill. You know, the Super Nintendo game about Bill Clinton's cat? I think they eventually finished and published it in the modern era, but it was cancelled at the time. Alright, so I save now, I think? I don't know, I'll figure it out by loading some states later.
Just save at the end of every boss.
Oh, that's before every boss. I think makes more sense. I don't know, I still don't understand your way, because you have to be able to... If it only uses one slot, you have to be able to go back to before you fought any of the bosses. Because the only important one is the last one. Oh no, I wasn't quick enough to hit the player 1 button. That's okay. Just have to start the boss fight again. Boss level B. Does that extra 1-up actually affect things because I'm on 9 lives? I can't have 10 lives, can I? I already had the maximum amount, so the bonus 1-up I think is just negligible. Go away, you awful snot monster. Hate the snot creatures. Okay. The original save state has me beating 5 bosses, beat the 5 bosses, get a new ending by beating the mole boss, load the previous save state, have 5 bosses to beat the mole, now there are 4 bosses to beat. Oh, I see. But then you still have to play the same number of stages, right? Or do you... Actually, yeah, your way might work. I don't know what's going on with the graphical glitches here. I don't remember that happening last time. The robot totally glitching out. This is the Bowser boss, by the way. The Super Mario World Bowser. Sprite work in this game is a lot better than Super Mario World, that's for sure. Yeah. A legendarily janky looking game. Okay. Yeah, every loop you have to beat 1 last boss. I think my way is the same as that in terms of number of bosses to beat, so let's do it your way. That's true, this also has a higher resolution than Super Mario World, and probably the hardware supports larger sprites better and stuff. Super Mario World had large sprites, but yeah. Alright. So yeah, 3 more stages and then the boss, and then we'll get our first ending of today. Excuse me. Oops. Give me the girls. Yeah. No, I lost them. Oh man, this stage sucks. I'm gonna have to play this one multiple times, unfortunately. Oi, oi, oi. That's an odd one. The Splash Waterfall. Hey, I remember to read a stage name. I've never done that since I mentioned it ages ago. Oh well, they're in the VOD. I don't think they're really important, but it's fun. It's a nice little thing. Whoa, whoa, the parallax disoriented me for a second. Oh, that's not bad. That's not good, I mean. Yeah, one of my symptoms is nausea. So, I don't really get motion sick from games, though. That goal mechanic is a little bit like the Super Mario World gold tape as well. Let's see. I'm reading a list of Kaneko games and I don't recognize any of them. Explosive Breaker, Dr. Topple's Adventure, Cyvern the Dragon Weapons. There's a whole lot of Gal's Panic games. I don't think I know what those are. motion sickness, allergic to layer 2, says Fusion. Yeah, I don't usually get motion sick from games, so I'm lucky in that respect. Some people can't even play first-person games, unfortunately. Boss level A, question mark. One life left. And there's no problem with bringing in the player 1 at this point, so... There we are, little safety net. The other moles are not important at all, except if you want to get more smiles than you had for a larger hitbox. I wonder if that special attack does more damage or if it just has more reach. Kaboom! I did it. I hit a mole with it. Wait! UFO, UFO, UFO! Oh, it got away! That was Captain's theory last week about the Blues Brothers, that they appeared from that UFO. Correct me if I'm wrong. Haha, hit him through the platform. Nice. Yeah, the mole wall, what's gonna happen? To be fair, the ending that we got after beating the tree didn't really have much to do with the tree. It was like, oh, the animals got turned into smiling faces, or vice versa, I forget. I know we just revisited it earlier, but it didn't make any sense, so I don't remember. There we go. You cleared the boss level A. The end. Okay. Oh, I gotta take screenshots. What was the button for that? This one. Okay. I'll remember. Mole war. Mole war. Captain is so excited for this mole war. Okay, fingers on the screenshot button, ready to go. At the same time, the horrible creatures from outer space seeking to conquer the Earth were... The horrible creatures from outer space found the creatures from Earth very strong and they ran in fear. Okay, so we got a Wonder Boy situation. Aliens came out of nowhere. Did not appear in the game, although we did see that UFO during gameplay. But then we scared them off because we were so fearsome. That's the law. Nothing to do with moles. But that's what you get for beating the mole boss. Good to know. So, time to load our save state, I guess. Okay, so this one... Yeah, so then we do this and then that one. So the runs are going to get longer as I load these states. But you see, okay, so Captain's method of save stating would have resulted in the save states getting overwritten, so we wouldn't be able to refer back to them in future if needed. Whereas my multiple save state theorem allows for better future-proofing, I believe. Yeah, it turns out the UFO was important, who knew? Didn't look like the Blues Brothers in there though, it was a weird Muppet yellow thing. I do like how they eat the gems. I don't know why they eat the gems, but they do. Nom. No, as far as I have been able to determine from playing the game, those yellow things do not appear anywhere else. Dun, 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 dun. Hooray! Now we're gonna have to get Basic Kid killed again. Annoying. Or try and navigate him through the stages. Okay. The primitive volcano. At least you can walk through flowers. Come on, keep walking, buddy. This is really hard to deal with. Can I map? Oh, that's an interesting thought there, Fusion. Let's try that. That would truly be 2P 1C. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that right now. So if I do this. That's smart. Thanks for the tip. Now we have true co-op. Have you seen those speedruns? Sometimes it's TAS, sometimes it's real time, where someone will play multiple games using the same inputs. So I've seen all 6 Mega Man games being played at once with the same controller inputs, and various other ones as well. Yeah, this will work. This is good. It's a good plan. Thank you for that. Pokemon one's interesting. That could be interesting, yeah. Okay. Oh, look at him perfectly in sync, briefly. I've got my eye on the girl. Oh, she died, never mind. Okay, back to girl. The girl is the main character. Boy Bonk is just along for the ride. Yeah, just focus on the one that's on the right of the screen. That's smarter. Whichever one it happens to be. Captain has seen a speedrunner use their feet to control Cappy in Super Mario Odyssey. Ew, were they wearing socks? That's a little gross, I think, to me. The Tower of Bone. Now, has anyone been able to figure out why they go into like the angry face mode? Is it when you lose grinners? Maybe. No, Boy Bonk was not running faster because he was holding American football. He was running faster because he got the speed shoes power up. Alright, time for our second ending of today. See, here's the shoe. And now, whee! I also like that their animation changes when they get it. They have the little dashing feet appearance thing. Alright, it's called a hand egg, yes. That is right. Teamwork, teamwork! I guess there were aliens in BC Kid before, because in Super BC Kid you go to space and there's an artificial moon out past Pluto, I should say. And there's like a vacuum cleaner mammoth who lives there. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, but maybe that was just a space base created by Drool, come to think of it. But we already have dinos living on the moon. We haven't seen Princess Zara in a while, but she lives on the moon. And maybe the bosses from the first game also do. Look, the UFO! I can't get it because it's too high up, but... Oh, I might have been able to with the death mode. I'll keep an eye out for those UFOs, see what I can do about them. Co-op mode is great, I should have done this ages ago. Alright, yeah, take a guess on the random ending lore. I would guess that they discover their future selves coming through a time portal, and they say, don't defeat Drool, and then they become friends with Drool. Because defeating Drool goes to bad ending universe. And then you get the Golvelius ending, where the bad guy joins the team as the good guy. After the battle, the BC kids' heads were covered with lumps and bumps. However, it may start a new fashion trend to have all these bumps. Wow. Never could have predicted. Captain is flabbergasted by this. He guessed that there would have been an underground civilization. That's actually where my mind went to first, but then I thought, no, that would have made way more sense to put after the mole person, so I'm not going to say that, but I did think it. I'm just going to make sure real quick that my screenshots are being saved properly. Where would they be saved to? Let's see, I've got my main folder here. Just looking through it. Where do they end up? I've got save state folder. Where's the screenshot folder? Is anyone familiar with MAME installs and where they save things? I've got an EEPROM plugins. No? The way this install is configured, it's just a bunch of files in a folder, Windows style. So I feel like it wouldn't go elsewhere in the file system to put them, but they could be going to the desktop or the documents folder or something. Nope, can't see them there. Yeah, I just blanked things off while I was searching my file system, so I didn't reveal too much. I don't know, that's maybe something I'll have to figure out later, but I can always just take screenshots of the stream video VOD if it comes to that. Okay, welcome back. Ding. And hey, the demo reel is playing now, the track mode. Fusion says, someone was concussed when they came up with that. Captain has a theory about the next ending. You meet Bonk's parents, who tell them to go to their room. Or the Blues Brothers get explained. Interesting. Alright, so now we've loaded here. We do these two bosses and then the bird, and that'll be the bird ending. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of repeat bosses here. But we'll be able to do it in co-op mode. Or simultaneous mode, or whatever this is. Get used to the mole. Don't think there's any way you can increase your damage, but having the two characters on screen will help me get more coverage. I'll be able to get to the mole boss quicker. This is great. Two characters at once. More games should do this. Not just Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, and whatever else does it. What's that game I played recently where you control 2 characters? Never Alone, Kissima Inachuna. But in that you switch between them, it's not simultaneous. Good game though. I do recommend that one. It's a platformer that's that incorporates the culture of the Inupiaq people, native people of Alaska. One of the native peoples. Captain says the mole is his favorite boss. It's like a literal whack-a-mole. Lost Vikings, kind of? No, but you swap between them in that. That's the whole thing. You never control the 3 Vikings simultaneously, do you? Folklore says Cookie and Cream on the PS2. Oh, is that the From Software game? That's like one of the early From games, and it's a like cutesy mascot platformer, puzzle platformer kind of thing. Yeah, Captain's acknowledged that Lost Vikings is swapping, not simultaneous. We're just gonna have to play them all, so yeah. Fusion has done a chat thing where you put... Is that a bit? A Twitch bit? I don't know what that does, but she's highlighting, I guess, her comment that I guess you could say you are be-synchronized. That's very funny. I like that. Yes, I would definitely say that I am playing be-synchronized. Or in American parlance, bonkronized. Or in Japanese version, PC Genjin. The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. Yeah, they're like rabbits or something. I looked into it at some point, and then I didn't play it. The Splash Waterfall, which is the same one I read last time. No! Damage boost, damage boost. Ooh. Oh, too fast. Oops. I like how you go through the cave and then out of it. That's nice. Note that the transformations for the 2 characters are the same, they just have different color palettes. One up. Okay. What else did Kaneko make? Heavy Unit, Jun Paradise, Jump Coaster, Samurai Nipponichi, The Berlin Wall, the Kung Fu Master Jackie Chan. Interesting. It's like nothing I've heard of, but some of them sound kind of cool. I gotta look into this more. I'll have to see if Hardcore Gaming 101 has any articles about Kaneko games. It's always a good way to get a familiarity with something. They have good reviews with screenshots and stuff. And the reviewers often have a good, like, grounding in the necessary context. What? I found a Mardi Gras pickup off screen! So there's another one in the game, there's not just one. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I think it just started raining. Oh, it's raining quite heavily, actually. Alright. So Bowser again, and then we'll fight the bird. Kaboom! Overcooked? You don't control multiple... Oh, there is a multiple chef option in Overcooked, isn't it? It was that cloud guy again. What's he doing? Oh, and that UFO. A bigger one this time. It got defeated somehow, but nothing happened. What is it? Things are just falling from off screen, I guess. I don't know. They don't seem to be doing anything. Oh no. Not the hitbox. Oh yeah, where did it... Okay, it's like when he hits the ground, it knocks down something from off screen that was in the air. Or when the wrecking ball hits the ground. That shaking... I don't know. Okay, yes. I think Overcooked does have a multi-control function thing. I think you're right about that. I played through all of both games with my brother in Blues Brothers are back. In the intended one player controls one character kind of mode. Or I should say the default mode, because it's intended that you have the weird multi-control mode, but I don't know how many people go for it. So Kaneko mostly did arcade games, but they did a handful of PC Engine games too. Okay, so just 3 more levels and then the bird boss. Let's go. Star Parodia, published by Hudson Soft, developed by Interstate. Interstate must have been a subsidiary or something. But they've got Superstar Soldier and Star Parodia here, which I think are pretty well-known shmups on a system that's well-known for shmups. PC Engine. They did some games with the Cheetos mascot Chester Cheetah on the Mega Drive, apparently. Oh, that's interesting. Captain says that he played through most of Overcooked 1 and 2, and it was good, but Plate Up killed it for him. Interesting. So Plate Up you enjoyed a lot more than Overcooked. Hello, get out of there, buddy. We need you on the squad here, buddy. Come on. Get out. There we go. You do need both characters moving to advance the screen. Plate Up doesn't just throw more random hazards, it just has more and more customers, and it's up to you to upgrade your kitchen and get better. Interesting. Sounds like kind of a different style of game. If you're upgrading your kitchen, that wasn't a part of Overcooked. The point of Overcooked is like to introduce new gimmicks and weird stage layouts in each level to shake things up. You know, you don't really affect the kitchen yourself much. I realized just then, as the name disappeared, that I was supposed to be reading the names, so I didn't see what it was. The name of the stage. Oops. No. Well, perfectly in sync. Yeah, let's go. What happens if I attack? Well, we got decent. I really wish you could glide in this game. I don't like that they removed that feature. It's always been part of basic Kid's moveset, you know? Oh, the cheetah games are on Super Nintendo as well. We're back. Boss time. 3rd of 4 endings. Let's go. Gotta ride a balloon. If I can manage it. Yeah, there we go. but then not hit the spike. Crucially, do not get spiked. Ah! Almost. You actually don't want your character synced up in a boss fight. Because the boss has iframes and it's just less opportunity to get a hit in. Go. Back, buddy. Do. Okay, well, just to check, pause, inputs, so we've got general input assignments for the interface, and there is a, where is it? Save snapshot. I've set that to open brace, and I've been hitting that when I want to take a screenshot. I just don't know where it ends up. What's an MNG? AVI is a movie format. Save snapshot. Some emulators use snapshot as a term for a save state as well, but not this one because it also save state. It says right there. So presumably they're going somewhere. I'll have to track down where in my operating system it's saving them. Yeah, let's go. Law. So Captain's guess was we're going to meet their parents. My guess this time is that they turn into slugs. Bloodborne spoilers. Finally, the BC kids had the time machine. After jumping inside, they took off for 100 years into the future. Oh, here we go. This was my theory. 100 years later. I said that the future sells thing, right? I said that before. I was on the mark with my previous guess. That's funny because that does tie into Super BC Kid, where you go to the future at the start of the game and you play through the whole game in the present or whatever. I think is the implication. Wow, that's great. Captain says, what a crappy time machine. It ages you when you go forward in time. Yeah, that's not a time machine. That's just a box, I guess. Where you age in real time as you go forward. That's just normal life. Cool. Well, a bit more lore to get through. This time, I'm going to play through these 3 bosses and then do the ice guy last. And yeah, let's get started. The last boss is the Iceman. And we're doing it in co-op again. I actually guessed the time travel. Alright, we got one more guess. We'll have a while to formulate some theories, but we've got one more ending to see. We've had the Bonks destroy the Earth with their giant heads. We've had... they saved the Smiley Face Kingdom and then made vows of endless love. There was the one with the baby, which established that the 2 characters here are the parents of the baby Bonk. Where we freed the Bonk baby, Bonk Jr. from the brainwashing mind control of the cyborg technology. What else did we have? The alien that just left because they didn't want to mess with the Bonks. And we had that time travel one. What was the other one? They just grew bumps on their heads for no reason and that was it. Very strange. Okay, Captain's guess is that the final ending is they attend a music concert with or without the Blues Brothers. It's a good guess. It would tie in that weird little Easter egg thing that's been popping up. I'm gonna say because King Drool hasn't been featured in any of the endings themselves. Like, you beat him and he's there, like the small version, which was sometimes in some of the games. He was small for some reason, even though he's normally huge. Yeah, the bumps were a fashion statement, for sure. Well, they became a fashion statement. Yeah, so I'm going to say that Drool is, like, actually involved in an ending, and yeah, let's go with the one where he becomes a good guy. Like Golvelius. Setting up a sequel that will never and has never happened. Alternatively, we meet King Drool's, like, child or spouse or something, and they say, "Don't be evil," and he goes, "Okay." You know, I have a magazine right here on my bookshelf that has a PC Genjin manga chapter in it. I should take that out and read it at some point. Not promising to fan translate it or anything, but I think I scanned it. Maybe not. It's only part of an ongoing series that was running in the magazine. I believe it's in Koro Koro. Oh, Captain going with the meta option. He says, "It's like the ending of Monkey Island. This was all just kids playing make-believe games. Spoilers for Monkey Island 2, if you're worried." But, yeah, I don't like that as a... a contrivance, a plot contrivance as an ending, is that it was kids in imagining things. I don't like that. So if that happens, I'll be vaguely disappointed. Oops. Notice that Girlbot doesn't climb with her teeth. The slowdown is extreme. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think there is a statute of limitation on spoilers, but I feel like it's pretty well known that that happens in Monkey Island. And then again, you know, none of the following Monkey Island games acknowledge that at all, so... Or do they? You know what? Why don't we leave that one open? I'm not going to spoil whether future games refer to that or not, because maybe they do. And I don't remember, because I never played those games. All I know about Monkey Island I learned from the excellent podcast Telling the Tale with Mitchell Farley Wolf and Dustin Jackson. You should listen to that. It's a great podcast about Telltale's episodic adventure games and related things. So they played like a couple of Monkey Island games as well during the review of Tales of Monkey Island. And then the new one, whatever that's called. All the names are so generic. Secret of Monkey Island, Curse of Monkey Island, Legend of Monkey Island. The, you know, butt scratch of Monkey Island. The Monkey Island of Monkey Island. Gibbon says, spoilers for future Monkey Island games, or is it? Yes, when you have a poor memory you can't spoil anything, or can you? Captain says, when I was a kid, the combat in Monkey Island cracked me up. Yeah, well it's not traditional combat, is it? It's, insult sword fighting, at least in the first game. I guess there was a part in Kingdom of Loathing where there's references to the insult sword fighting, so I've played that. I've been introduced to a lot of things through Kingdom of Loathing, the browser-based MMO that I played a lot in high school, that has a lot of parodies and stuff. And yeah, there was a sort of insult sword fighting mechanic in that game as a reference to Monkey Island. Water is always the best. Right. Exactly, how appropriate you fight like a cow is definitely one of them. Oh, Captain's wife still plays Kingdom of Loathing, that's awesome. That's sick. I'll join her guild. I haven't opened it in like decades at this point, but yeah, it's great. Actually, I'm surprised it's still going, but yeah, why not? A text-based, like, low-effort online game. Might as well keep it up. They've done a couple of games since then, and I think the creator got cancelled. Yeah, there's the spin-offs there. West of Loathing and whatever other thing. Haven't played those. So, Captain's wife still has a subscription and makes sure to set up her moves every day. I love how they do holidays and you can have combo holidays. Yeah, so what does that mean, the sub thing? Set up your moves. So you can set up like auto stuff? Because I had a third-party tool that could, like I eventually got this thing to grind, and it would use up your adventures in a zone if you told it to, and it could do multi-crafting and stuff. And auto-sell things for meat. Don't remember what that tool was called, but yeah. Our guild was like me and 2 friends from high school and my brother. Captain says, yes, the creator did get cancelled. Not good, lol. Yes, not good. Not good at all. Jick is his name. So Captain says she has a premium subscription to Kingdom of Loathing. Oh, and she sets up her moves using third-party tool. Okay, cool. So does the subscription just get you, like, the monthly premium item or something? I think that's how it works. If there was a really good premium thing, like usually familiar, then I would trade for it. I don't think I ever paid, but yeah. There's an exchange rate, or there was. People would use the in-game trade shop. The log road. Oh yeah, you get extra moves, so that makes sense. And there was a UFO, what did it do? Who knows? Oops. Oh no! Oh, this is a very hazardous level. Good music, though. I wonder if there's more invincibility items. Oops. Oh no! Oh no! I lost both characters. Yeah, that's the other one. Shadow Overloading is the other spin-off. Captain says he played it a bit and didn't love it. Ah, too bad. I was more interested in the theme of that one than in West of Loathing, but yeah, I never really bit the bullet, and if you weren't that into it, maybe I shouldn't bother. Very easy to die in co-op mode in this level. Now I wanted to try getting on top of that, but never mind. There might be something cool up there. A Mardi Gras outfit, perhaps. Oop. Spikes! So we're getting closer. Gotta lock in your guesses for the final ending. It's most likely going to be a complete non sequitur, so think of something really off the wall. Here's another outside suggestion. Surprise crossover with another Kaneko property. And I'm gonna guess for this, DJ Boy, which was released 1990. So that's like 4 years before this. There you go. They're gonna meet DJ Boy and have a DJ concert, which the Blues Brothers also attend. Captain was impressed that I called time travel. Yeah. I'm pretty smart. Yeah. The Lighthouse Cape. Nice level name that I definitely read just now. Okay. Nice background to this one too. Very pretty. Please! Please! What on earth? Come on. No, get me out. Oh my gosh. What a mess. Like these buildings, very cute. Nope. Oh. We're gonna both get game over at the same time, aren't we? Right, here we go. Final thing. Final thing. My first ever class in Kingdom of Loathing was Accordion Thief. But I think my favorite class to be was Turtle Tamer. Because you get to make little turtle friends. It's really cool. Later on they added Pasta Familiars to the Pasta Mancer, which was good. But often, oops, yeah, I messed up adding extra lives. Usually each class, each major skill family had two classes, and one was like a buff class and one was a like attack skill class. No. Oh boy, this is maybe the most chaotic boss fight. I'm glad I'm not playing in ticket mode though, that's even more chaotic. Ticket mode was way too intense. It made me completely overstimulated. Ice physics. Alright, here we go. You cleared the boss level D. Yeah, the crushing. Crushing is pretty rough. Okay, prepare yourselves. The frame rate's struggling? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not dropping too many frames. I think we're okay. It looks fine on my end. Alright. My finger's on the screenshot button. Hence, the monstrous King Droll III, referred to a dinosaurs in our time, could not survive the Ice Age and allowed BC kids to take control of the Earth. BC kids continued to thrive. The human race as we know it today are direct descendants of the brave BC kids. Be proud to be BC kid. So they're implying there that the ice boss caused the Ice Age? And that led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. Okay, I got one thing right. It mentioned King Droll. King Drool, as he should probably be known. Captain asks, is that the canonical ending? Well, in Super, King Drool can persist to the present day, but that might have been time travel shenanigans. I'm going to say they're all the true ending. They all really happened, including the one where the Earth was destroyed. Because the Earth gets knocked in half all the time in these games. Well, the Moon does. The Earth sometimes does. And then it's fine afterwards. So yeah. Wow. The image of BC kid wearing a tie and a suit is pretty interesting. Did not expect that. Yeah, establishing that we humans are all descended from the Bonks. That's good to know. Bonk Jr. is our common link there. Alright, see you, Captain. That's the end of the stream, so you stuck it out. Get back to work, buddy. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I think that was it. I don't think I had anything else to cover. I showed the idle animations. We played a lot in co-op, which was really cool. We got all the endings, and I showed the other ones. So yeah, I think we're good. Let's see. I found one of those endings on VG Museum, the default one. I think I mentioned that maybe. VG Museum is good, has a good database of video game endings, and that's where I first thought to look. But they only had the default one, they didn't have all those extra ones, and that's why I had to play this stream today, where I played all of the other ones out in the game. Okay, cool. That was fun. Hope you enjoyed watching that. We got the sick lore, and we learned a lot about the lives of these cave creatures. Next time, hopefully, I will get to the spin-offs. And maybe we'll learn even more lore in the process. But there'll be some interesting stuff happening there. Hope to see you there. Plug for bonkzonk.com insert here. Alright, I'm gonna head off, and thank you, and goodbye, and have a good one. Also, I don't know why there's a black bar at the top of the screen. It was just there the whole time. That's just how it renders, I guess. It's fine. Okay, bye.